Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and welcome to the Game Exposed podcast. If you guys have a brief question on a narcissist and you want to submit it and have your question answered on the podcast, submit a brief question, you guys, no more than a paragraph because it won't be read. Text your questions to 917-636-1109 and text me your questions, and I'll try to get to as many questions as I can and answer them on the podcast, but please make it brief, no more than a paragraph, okay? 917-636-1109. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and today I'm going to answer listeners' questions. So let me start with the first one. She writes, my narcissist ex discarded me in the worst way. When I asked him if he wanted to be with me, he didn't hesitate to say no. We didn't talk. Then all of a sudden, a week he started texting me as if nothing happened. I asked him why he was doing this. He said he still cared about me, still misses me, but once again said he was never coming back. I drew my line in the sand and said I thought it better we don't talk so I can move on. He called me dramatic, but okay, good luck with everything. Are narcissists so into themselves that they think they can hurt people and think they could still be friends with someone? Why do narcs want to be friends anyway? Well, the thing is this, he's not looking to be friends. What he's looking to do is put you on the side, all right? Like when you say, for a week he didn't text you and then all of a sudden he came back like nothing happened. During that week of him not texting you, you could trust and believe he's talking to somebody else. And if he could discard you that coldly, like he doesn't hesitate to say no, that means that he's got somebody. 9 times out of 10, he's got somebody. But he's not blocking you. He's not getting rid of you because he's putting you on the sidelines so that if something doesn't work out with this other person, he's going to come back. And he gaslighted you by calling you dramatic, all right? Why would you want to be friends with somebody who's basically breadcrumbing you at this point? Now you're going to get the breadcrumbs. Now he's going to say to you, oh, he misses you. Oh, he cares about you. Well, you know what? Anybody could say they care and miss you, but his actions are showing you differently. He's coming around when he's not busy with somebody else. So that's why he's saying, oh, well, let's just be friends. Let's just be friends. Sure, he wants to keep you around, keep the reason they say they want to be friends is to keep the line of communication open so that he's using you as a backup, okay? That's what you are. You're a backup at this point. He found somebody else that he wants to pursue or he is pursuing, but he's not throwing you to the wind. And this is what narcissists do. They rarely discard you. They're not upfront. They're not, transparent. They won't tell you they have somebody else because they want to keep you in the future in case they may need you. So it's got to be you who cuts it off and says, you know what? You're not putting the effort into the relationship. You know what? You don't want to be in a relationship with me. Now, guess what? I'm not going to waste my time with you. I'm not going to, let you be able to bounce in and bounce out of my life. Either you're in or you're out, all right? And he's basically pretty much telling you he'll never get back with you. So why would you even waste your time with somebody like that? You have to block him across the board and have nothing to do with him because he's going to come back. He's going to play with your emotions. He's going to tell you how much he cares about you. And it's not because he cares about you. It's because things didn't work out with the new supply or, he's bored with the new supply. So, by leaving it as friends to come back, that's his way to weasel his way back in and get more supply off you. Get rid of somebody who's playing games on you. This guy is playing games on you. People will treat you by how you allow them to treat you. So, you have to, when you start to see somebody is playing games like this, you have to cut them loose. You got to let them go. All right? Okay, you guys, I got another question. And they write, how can you determine what type of narcissist you're dealing with when there are multiple narcissists in a single family? Well, the way you're going to know what type of narcissist you're dealing with is by their behaviors. When you're dealing with an overt narcissist, they're going to pretty much tell you when they're mad, all right? They're going to be overtly, they're going to come at you. They're going to be loud. They may start yelling and screaming. They may be shouting at you. You'll know where you stand with an overt narcissist because they tell you what's on their minds. When you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they don't tell you what's on their mind. They don't tell you what they're thinking. A lot of times they tell you everything's all right, but then they pay you back in a passive-aggressive manner. And how will you know that you're dealing with a covert narcissist? Because basically they're sneaky, all right? And they tell you everything's all right, but then you hear things about them talking behind your back. Covert narcissists love to gossip, all right? And covert narcissists are also famous for dividing families. So they're going to try to align people against you, maybe telling people you have mental issues. Covert narcissists are very dismissive. They'll ignore you in a room. They're passive aggressive. That's the key in knowing what kind of narcissist you're dealing with. When you're dealing with a covert narcissist, just think passive aggressive, okay? They also like to give you the silent treatment, or they, stonewall you. So covert narcissists stay very much in control. They try to play that they're this weak, gentle, shy person, or, they're the victim. If they're always playing the victim and trying to make you out to be the bad guy, you could be dealing with a covert narcissist. When you're dealing with a malignant narcissist is like a big bully. A malignant narcissist can get violent, okay? They have very low empathy and they need a lot of control. So they'll be yelling and screaming at you, maybe punching the walls. They'll get physical with it, okay? They could get physical violence when you're dealing with a malignant narcissist. They're very, very dangerous because they could hurt you physically, all right? When you're dealing with a grandiose type of narcissist, they're the kind of narcissist that has to have all the attention on them. In other words, they have to be the life of the party. They want, everybody to acknowledge and validate them. They have that grandiose type of personality where they take over a room, all right? So everything's going to be about them. Everything's going to center on, the grandiose type of narcissist. So how they behave, that's why you should study narcissism. How they behave will tell you what type of narcissist that you're dealing with, okay? Okay, on to the next question, you guys. He writes, is it common to see the female covert narcissist and their friends always covering, blocking, hiding their wedding ring under the table in photos for social media? I picked up on this recently, and it's been bothering me for a while. Thank you again for your podcast. It's been extremely informative and helpful. You're welcome. Well, yeah, a female covert narcissist always wants to play single, all right, for the most part. She loves to post on social media. She needs constant attention. She's always prospecting for new supply. So, yeah, she may hide her wedding ring because, she doesn't know who could be watching her social media, might inbox her, think that she's single. And, they always want to appear that they're single because they leave their doors open. They don't trust their partners. A lot of them are promiscuous. They're out there doing their own thing. So, they could do that. They could hide their wedding rings and give off that appearance that they're single. This way, people think like, somebody may reach out to them by inbox and say, hey, beautiful, hey, gorgeous, or something like that. They want to leave their doors open. If they're hiding their wedding band in pictures, this could go for a female or a male narcissist. If they're hiding their wedding band in pictures and you notice that every time they take a picture, like they got their hand behind their back or their hands under the table or something like that, then they're trying to give off that image that, they don't want to show that they're married. They want people to think that they're single. And this leaves the doors open for anybody that may contact them through social media. So a female covert narcissist, she also could go to a party with her partner and go around and flirt with other male people in the room, all right? Or female, if she goes with females. But what she'll do, you guys, is she'll she won't get too close to her partner. Like, in other words, when they go out or something, she'll always be a little distant and make like she's not even with that person. And she's leaving her doors open as signaling with her body language that, you know what, I'm not really with you. I'm here, but, you know, I'm not really with you. So they do that in case they run into other supply. They don't want anybody to think that they're taken, okay? This is why a lot of times, too, they may, you know, walk ahead of you. Narcissists walk ahead of you. They don't want people to know you're together. Or when you go out, they might be standing on the other side of the room, you know, because they don't want to appear that they're with somebody. So you guys, yeah, they could definitely do that. They could definitely do that. If every picture that you're seeing, you know, they are not posting with their wedding ring on, there could be a reason why they're doing it, and it's to attract other supply that may be watching their social media in hopes that maybe somebody will inbox them, or they are creeping with somebody else, and if they have that other person on their social media, the other person doesn't know they're married, okay? They may have somebody on their social media that they're interested in or they're talking to on the side, and they don't want that person to know they're married. So that would be another reason why they hide their wedding band, okay? That is a red flag, by the way. That is a red flag. Okay, you guys, I'm moving on to the next question, and he writes, my ex-girlfriend Narc has been sleeping with who I thought was my friends. Not one, but two. One for 2 years and one for 8, and counting. They knew about me and she hid them from me. Why my friends? It's third that I found out about. She finally admitted first one after lying for 2 years. Friends for 37 years and 40 years. They're not my friends. My daughter is 19 and autistic, and her mom was a cheat and she walked out on us. So I'm sorry for the multiple messages. Okay, why would your friends do that? Because they're not your friends, all right? You have to be very careful who you bring around your partner, all right? Because your friends may be narcissistic and not care and cheat with your partner, and your partner could be narcissistic and go with your friends. So in either event, neither one was true, okay? You know, you have to be very careful, because if you have a friend that's jealous of you, jealous friends may do something like this because they're in competition with you, all right? Your ex-girlfriend obviously had no respect for you. She took you for granted, and I hope that you got rid of her, you blocked her, you got rid of her, all right? Because she's just downright and dirty, all right? So the reason that she would go with your friends is because a narcissist, they have no morals and values. They don't care. They'll go with your mother. They'll go with people in your family. Again, remember this, narcissists have criminal minds. They'll go with anybody that they feel they can get away with and get over it. They're driven by impulses, okay? So if they see something that is going to give them pleasure, they love instant gratification, they'll take a chance. That's why a lot of them will have office romances when they're told, maybe they're in an office where they say no office romances. They won't care. They'll do whatever they think, you know, they could do, because narcissists also think they're above the law. They think they're above everybody else. They feel entitled. So you're dealing with, you know, people that have no morals and values. So the ex-girlfriend, I'm glad she's your ex. Get rid of her. She's downright dirty, but you have to look for the red flags. And a red flag could be she was flirting with your friends. A red flag could be that she was disappearing a lot. A red flag could be that she's very chummy with your friends, you know, getting together with them when you're not around. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. You got to watch it. You shouldn't let people, you know, get too close to your partner like that. You have to watch that, especially if you're dealing with a narcissistic friend that's devious and trying to get over. They love deception. So they probably got some kind of thrill out of knowing they were getting over on you, all right? They were just downright dirty. So you have to be careful who you trust, who you let into your circle. And when you see any of those red flags like jealousy, flirtatious behavior or something like that between your partner and your friends, you better take it seriously, because they could be doing something dirty behind your back. I actually had a friend that did that was supposed to mend something. When I had a fight with the malignant narcissist that I was dealing with, she's like, oh, I'll talk to him. I'll smooth things over. And then years later, I found out that she was actually sexting him. And why was she doing all that? Because she was jealous of me. She was narcissistic. She was insecure. She was in competition with me. And she got a thrill out of knowing that she could manipulate who I was with and get all that attention. So they thrive on trying to, get over and win your partner over. There's a certain kind of sneakiness that they love. They're the kind of narcissists that it's not just about cheating, it's about loving the deception of cheating. So, good thing you got rid of them, and be careful of who you select for a friend, because any friend that's sleeping with your partner is also a narcissist that has no empathy for you. And I give you a lot of credit for raising your autistic daughter. You're a survivor, okay? You're a survivor. So good luck with that. And cut these people out of your life. Okay, you guys, I'm moving on to the next question. And he writes, hi, just a quick question about narcissistic abuse and red flags. Just recently split up with my girlfriend, 2 years. Through the relationship, been ghosted numerous times, hours, days, weeks. I don't know why. Could never get a straight answer. Going to her mom's. One time she was going out of town when she didn't. Created a strong trauma bond. She wanted to move in together. I expressed my concern for not being ready due to the above reasons, and now she's trying to make me feel like I did something wrong. I have communicated well with her, although she disregards any concern I have and thoughts. Well, she's no good and she's dirty, all right? When the first time she ghosted you, you should have either got rid of her or put up that boundary and said, you ever do that again, you and I will not be together. You guys, what you allow, you get back. The reason this woman was ghosting you was because she was talking to other guys, all right? So she's giving you lame excuses. It's right there. You said it yourself. Read your words. She could not give you a straight answer. When somebody can't give you a straight answer, you're dealing with a shady person. Period. End of story. That is somebody that you step back from and know that you can't trust them. All right? She wanted to move in together. You have to ask yourself, why did she want to move in together? Did she need a place to live? Was she keeping you around because she needed a place to live, or were you giving her money? All right? Never give anybody money unless you're married to them, all right? So now she's trying to gaslight you, and she disregards any concern you have. Well, why would you want to ever deal with somebody who disregards any concerns you have, okay? Of course she's going to disregard it because she knows she's dirty. She knows she's playing game on you. So of course she's going to disregard it, okay? This is somebody that you kick to the curb. Anybody who ghosts you, they get RIP, blocked, deleted. They're playing game on you, okay? They're playing game on you. So the bottom line is, it's good you didn't move in with her, because she probably would have moved in, maybe lived off you, and then she would have been doing, her creeping on the side, all right? So you got to look at her situation. Was she financially able to take care of herself, or was she looking to move in because she wanted to live off you, all right? But the bottom line is, when somebody respects you, they don't ghost on you. Period. End of story. Okay? There is no excuse in this day and age where sending a text takes literally less than a minute. So this woman is shady. And like I say, when you keep getting excuses, you could be dealing with a covert narcissist that's giving you excuses and is out there living a separate life, okay? A secret life. So my thoughts are that she is no good, and your gut is telling you she's not giving you a straight answer. She's just basically disappearing when she feels like disappearing. You guys, your boundaries have got to be strong. Anybody disappears, that's it. If you want to, you get rid of them, or you check them the first time and say, you ever do that again, you and I will not be together. And you've got to mean it, or these people will walk all over you. The more you allow them to walk all over you, the more they're going to take advantage and cheat on you. And I'm sure that this one is probably cheating on you, all right? So that's my thoughts. I think you could do better, okay? Okay, you guys, I'm moving on to the last question, and they write, "Hi, Yaz, I love your YouTube channel, and you have helped me greatly. I am 6 weeks no contact, and I have been trying to keep busy, but I am still in agony. Does my no contact affect my narc at all?" This is how it goes, you guys, all right? When you go no contact with the narc, it all depends on what's going on in the narcissist's life. If the narcissist is happy with the new supply or happy juggling supply, the no contact is not going to affect them at that time. But as time goes by, the narcissist is going to, start to not like the supply they're with. Maybe they're going to go through a dry spell, and that's when they're going to come back, and it's going to affect them. Will not affect them in the sense that you think it's going to affect them, because a narcissist never has their feelings all in. Their intent in the relationship was never your intent in the relationship. Their intent was to just have you and use you for something. Money, sex, a place to live, or just attention and ego feeding. So it's not going to affect them in the sense that they miss you, they're in love with you. It's going to affect them in the sense that they may they're going to miss the supply, whatever you had to offer them, if they are not able to replace that supply. It will affect them, okay? And that's when they come back and they hoover you and they try to play on your emotions and tell you, "Oh, I miss you, baby, so much. I've been thinking about you," or "You never gave the relationship a chance," all right? They try to put the blame on you why you broke up, okay? Because narcissists never take accountability. But if the narcissist is doing well, in other words, they have other supply, they've replaced whatever supply you were giving them with somebody else. Maybe you were giving them sex and now they're getting sex from somebody else. No, it's not going to affect them. Remember this, narcissists are cold people, cold-hearted people, all right? They don't get their feelings all into something. There's always a distance. This way, they go to their best option. So, some influencers, they put out that information and they say, "Well, the narcissist needs you. The narcissist needs you." No, the narcissist doesn't need you if they can get the same supply from somebody else. The narcissist needs supply, but that doesn't necessarily mean they need your supply. If they could get supply from somebody else, or a better supply, then guess what? They don't need you, because you are just an object. You're just a source of supply to the narcissist. They don't get their feelings all involved. They're always guarded because, they don't want to make themselves vulnerable to get hurt. So they just use you for whatever you have to offer them. Again, sex, money, place to live, or ego boosting. So like I said, if it's not going to affect the narcissist if they're busy with somebody else and they're getting that supply there, but it could affect the narcissist if they're not doing well. So it depends on what's going on in that narcissist's life. In any event, it doesn't matter, because once you realize that somebody is a narcissist and they manipulated you and they played game on you, it's done. It's a wrap. You got to move on, because if they come back into your life, they're going to treat you twice as bad, because now they think you're desperate because you took them back. It means your word doesn't mean shit if you take them back. That's why you've got to respect yourself and move forward. In time, the no contact will become easier. Trust me when I tell you, in time, you're going to get stronger. And especially when you start to get your life going, and maybe you're talking to other people, you're seeing other people, and you eventually meet somebody else that is not toxic. You'll look back on that narcissist and say, "Why the hell did I ever give this piece of garbage the time of day?" Okay? So again, it depends on what's going on in that narcissist, but if they come back, no contact, no response, Because if you even respond to the narcissist, that's feeding the narcissist. You got to go stone cold so that you could have your peace, you could heal, and you can move on. And you're not wasting your life. Keep in mind, you do not want to waste your life. Narcissists don't change. They can't self-reflect. They don't repent. They don't take accountability. So unless you want to be somebody's slave the rest of your life or take somebody's shit the rest of your life, you got to let them go, because they're going to break down your self-esteem and they're going to waste your time and they're going to play games on you. You got to let them go, okay? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast, and don't forget, go follow me on YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast, where I have over 4,000 videos with all this kind of stuff, okay? A lot of Covert Narcissist stuff, a lot about the discard, what happens during the discard, reverse discard, triangulation, word salad, gaslighting, all of that information. Go to my YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast on YouTube. And if you want to follow me on Instagram for other posts, it's the Game EXP 123. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website, where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio, where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at the Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, the Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.